Welcome back to this DC Universe Online Let's Play. You're Sambo, and joining us, as always, is Jordan, our now level 6 light-based, staff-wielding superhero here in Metropolis City. Welcome to this episode with us and our glowing green ring, and of course, if you joined us in the last episode, you'll know that we've got a few new quests now that we can head into, one of which, of course, we must do as soon as possible. In fact, we'll do that straight away. In a second is the Vault Ambush. We got contacted by Ambush Bug, and of course he's reminding us that we do have a ticket now that we can use. I believe we do anyway, and we need to go there every single day. And of course we've been really slack on all our other characters, hardly going to the vault. We really need to do that because that's a great source of freebies, both money, XP, and the odd gear or item that drops, especially cosmetic items that you can't get anywhere else that I'm aware of. So we will absolutely do that. You can see we've also got a good old Booster Gold exploration quest here for the Queensland Boardwalk. That's level 4, so we definitely want to do that before it gets too low. And then of course we have Attack Brainiac, and that's where we just have to pop around the corner out the front of this police department station here, and we're going to attack the invading forces of Braniac. You can see they're shut down Braniac's incursion zone before he begins to bottle the area. And by the way, well done to all of those of you who got my question from the last couple of episodes, which was what are those buildings, what's happening to them, and what is the force field around them called? And of course, that is him bottling a building. So a number of you got that right, and I think it was Christina who said also that he's preparing to digitize them, so well done to you there, Christina. Alright, so let's get right into it. I think first thing we need to do is possibly do our vault. So with an open space in your inventory, select complete to receive your vault ticket. And you can see here that we're going to get this. This is a free trip to the vault. There we go. Equip the vault ticket and use it to teleport to the vault. Be sure that you have some free inventory spaces before you go, of course, because that's because you get goodies. So let's take this consumable out and put the trinket in, and there we go. Easy as that. And now it should appear here on the number 7 slot. That's it. So let's just use that straight away, and hopefully that will teleport us straight into the Joker's vault, where we can start bashing up some presents and hopefully get something cool. If at least get some XP.
Welcome one and all to Joker's room of fun, mayhem, and prizes. What will it be? Something to flatten your
Anything good?
opponents?
I always hope for Argyle socks, but I never get them. Anyway, every day you can use your communicator and check out the vault. Don't be a stranger.
Presents and get your prizes.
There we go. We've got a cacophony of voiceovers going on. Never mind, that's okay. Right, so of course, if you don't know what the vault is, I'm sure you do, but if you don't, basically it's like a big room. It's a mad room. It's set up by the Joker, and all we have to do is go around smashing these presents. And of course you can see there that we get, oh look at that, we actually got ourselves a green, some spiked Amazon's gauntlets there. You can see that we're getting cash, I think. There we go, you can see the dollars pouring in. And as we just demonstrated, you also get a chance to actually get some goods, some loots. We always like loots. I have had a friend of mine, as I've said before, who has got a costume out of here as well. Some kind of weird, I think it was a gorilla, oh no, I can't remember, it might have been a werewolf or, I don't know. But anyway, it was a full transformation costume. In other words, completely transformed their entire character. Very cool, very unique. Love to be able to pick up one of those.
That's it. Game's over. Step along, nothing to see. Get going.
There you go. Game's over, says the Joker. So you can see it's nice and fast. It's not really any sort of imposition on your time. There's really no excuse not to be going to the vault on a daily basis. And trust me, folks, we are the worst at it. Seriously. Anyway, let's have a look in our inventory, and we need to pop back our sodas, of course. And you can see here we've got ourselves a style that we haven't collected. And lovely. There we go. All right, so while we're here, I think, yes, we've got some mail. We better go check the old mailbag before we head out to Metropolis. And by the way, let's set up the mission. The first one we want to do is the exploration mission. So there it is. It's all ready to rock. Really looking forward to level 8 too, of course, because I keep talking about it. I really want this aerial strike hard-like construct that we keep reading about. Can't wait for that. Alright, here we go, and it looks like it's a player email from Edvard. Edvard, hello ago. Started playing again. I just restarted playing DCO UO thanks to your videos. Thank you for answering the questions. Howdy from Texas. What do we got here? Edvard and Revamp20. Well, howdy to you as well from Melbourne in Australia. Gosh, Texas, you know what? I've actually been to Texas. I love it over there. What part of Texas are you in? Let us know in the comments below. And very nice of you to pop along, stop by and say g'day. And glad that you're playing again. Of course, everyone seems to be coming back because of the Fight for the Light DLC. And what better excuse to come back. Now, if you are a follower, by the way, of our Rift Let's Play series with myself and Tallahassee, you might want to go on over to an episode that's coming up, or actually by the time this goes to air, perhaps it's already up. I think it's episode number 51. Could be 50 or 51. The reason being is that Tallahassee has asked that somebody try and convince him to come back to DCUO. Now, I know that a number of you would love to see Tallahassee back here. And of course, I would love to see him back here as well, but he's saying he needs a good reason. So what he's saying to you guys is, if anyone can come up with a great reason, then he is actually offering a prize. That's right. So for the person that comes up with the best reason for him to return to DCUO, that's in his opinion, of course, they will actually win a copy of the collector's edition of Rift, which is a very generous prize put up by Tallahassee himself. So there you go. You've got a reason to pop over to our Rift Let's Play series and see if you can convince them to come back. Anyway, thank you to Edvard, and of course, if you guys do want to say hello on air, just send me a mail, or of course, if you're actually online while I'm filming, then for goodness sake, say hello, and we'll pop over and say g'day to you on film. All right, here we go, using the entrance kiosk.
The sounds and sights of the Queensland Boardwalk were intoxicating. The aroma of cotton candy and hot dogs drifted through the air as people relaxed and enjoyed the many attraction. But that was before Gorilla Grodd's forces invaded. And let me, Booster Gold, be the one to tell you, a barrel full of monkeys really isn't all that fun.
A barrel full of monkeys reminds me of Donkey Kong. In fact, you know what, speaking of Nintendo, as we scoot across the Queensland Boardwalk here, isn't it a cool looking zone, by the way? I love the way it's all dilapidated and sort of destroyed. Look at the Ferris Wheel fallen over on its side there. And we've got sort of litter strewn about and rubble. The old Ferris Wheel, the old merry-go-round. So cool. In fact, I think we're going to get a bit of a tour of the merry-go-round here, to be honest.
The carousel, or merry-go-round, traces its roots back to a cavalry training mechanism from the 12th century, but didn't become a form of recreation until sometime around the 17th century. These dates are a bit vague. Maybe I, Booster Gold, should ask Rip Hunter to go back in time and get the full story.
Maybe you should, Booster Gold. You know what? I just noticed then on the carousel, or the merry-go-round, whatever you want to call it. Look! There's actually pictures of Superman up there. Never even noticed that before. Can you believe it? Alright, so you can see we're already basically, what are we, a bar away now? Bar away from level 7, which means hopefully a new weapon or power, new weapon ability combo if you like, or a new power. Really looking forward to that. Not sure what we're going to be able to spec into, but we'll check that out because it won't be long before we do ding. In the meantime, let's finish off this exploration quest, courtesy of Uncle Booster.
I knew you were. The Ferris Wheel was preceded by the Pleasure Wheel, dating back to the 17th century. Pleasure Wheel passengers rode in chairs that were suspended in a large wooden ring, which was then rotated by a strongman. Sounds like a job for Superman.
Does sound like a job for Superman indeed. There we go. Go to the Little Bohemia MPD station to continue your mission as we scoot past the Gorilla Grodd platforms. And of course, we don't have our iconic superpower for speed. No super speed for us. So we kind of have to lazily drift across the scenery. We can dive bomb, I believe, and get a bit of a speed boost. We'll check that. Let's try that. Yeah, there we go. But of course, as soon as you flatten out, it kind of bleeds off. So yeah, it's not too useful. It's useful for getting down off heights very quickly, but of course, you could just drop your flying and literally drop to the ground just as easily. All right, like that. Now, hang on, I'm just thinking, do we go in or do we hand that in later? Actually, you know what? Because it's level 4 and we're about to ding to level 7, I think we might actually hand that in because otherwise it's going to be really low and we might miss out on some bonus XP that we could get by handing it in now, of course, because we're a little closer to its own level, even though it's level 4. Very low level. At least we're closer than we would be at level 7. So that theoretically should mean more XP. Hopefully. Alright, here we go. Booster Gold's kiosk.
The Queensland Boardwalk is an important part of Metropolis. It memorializes trouble-free days of our past when happiness was found in a walk along the beach with a corn dog in hand. Say, you know who makes a great corn dog? Big Belly Burger. Their corn dogs and burgers are belly good.
Oh, Booster, you can't resist an advertising spot, can he? He's such a noter. Anyway, here we go. We got ourselves a ring out of that, and oh, come on, equip. There we go. Got ourselves a nice little ring, and of course you can see we're now but a slither away from leveling to level 7.
Exploration Adventures with Booster Gold. I'm Booster Gold. This adventure will take you to the fantastic Metropolis Metrodome, home of the Metropolis Meteors football team.
Excellent. Alright, now what we want to do is, the attack Braniac one. So we want to track that quest and get ourselves to the Braniac incursion zone.
This is Oracle. You took out a Brainiac ship, so taking out his forces on the ground should be a cakewalk. He's staging his front line nearby. Head over there and kick some can.
That's exactly what we're going to do, is kick some can, and from memory it's just around the corner, and it's basically like this endless wave of invading Brainiac mobs. Yep, pretty sure it's over here.
This is Oracle. You took out a Brainiac ship, so taking out his forces on the ground should be a cakewalk. He's staging his front line nearby. Head over there and kick some can.
Alright, that's bizarre that played twice, but anyway.
Look at this mess. Cover me while we take out these bogeys.
Alright, you heard the man. We've got to take out the bogeys. So that is exactly what we're going to do. And of course, not forgetting, I have my new ram ability, which is fantastic. I love that. Actually, I'll do it from a distance in a second so you can really see the effects of that. It's fantastic. Here we are winding up the focus spin. And then, of course, we want to basically combo that into another one, the sweeping slice there. So if we wind up this focused spin and then do this... Oh, no, I got stunned, unfortunately. Oh, and I'm going to get very hurt. Yikes. That was close. Okay, these guys are a little rougher than I remembered. Goodness gracious. Yikes. Look at that. We're nearly dead. Alright, we need to take a little bit more care. And look at them chasing us. Seriously, are they going to give up chase? Alright, only eventually. Gosh, that was nuts, wasn't it? Alright, let's try that again.
Initiating combat.
Good old claws. We like the claws. And there we go, that nice double combo there, where I'm basically holding down the right mouse button to wind up this spin. And there we go, level 7, congratulations Jordan. We are now level 7 as we beat this Brainiac infiltrator into the wall. Whoops. Alright, let's quickly take a break, I think, after this mob, and just use our claws. And what we'll do is we'll put our points in, because of course that's extremely important. And let's see if I can use this ram. There you go. How cool is that? Such an awesome effect. Using our guns there, you can see that actually knocks them back quite well as like an AoE type thing. Just managed to survive there. Let's get out of here and see if we can put some points in. Oh, and there we go, a world is shutting down message. Gee, we're getting a lot of those recently. Must be the time of day that we're playing, of course. Oh, let's just finish this one off because he's nearly dead. There we go. Oh, and that one.
Objective in sight.
Seriously, how cool is that hard light construct? I mean, doesn't get much better than that, does it? And there we go, just finished off that quest anyhow, good timing. Alright, let's get out of here. So we've got a skill point to assign and we have a quest to complete. All going well. Okay, there we go, attack this Brainiac,
must
shut
know
down.
we mean business. He's targeting my comm signals. Hang on.
There we go. What do we have to do now? Transport Brainiac exabyte targets to the drop-off point and destroy Brainiac accumulators. So I remember this one, we're having to deprive Brainiac of his exabyte powered targets and deliver them to the drop-off point. So of course this is one of those familiar sort of pick up the item and take it back on. It all depends on the direction that the arrow above your head is pointing, and it's normally some kind of drop in zone.
Finally, a signal. Get ready to move. Brainiac is capturing other exobyte targets, so he's definitely planning to bottle the whole place. Save those people and take them to the drop-off safe zone nearby.
Will do, Oracle. As soon as we've assigned our point, you can see here it's a skill point. That means it's for the staff, and hopefully that means it's a new combo. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, Martial Flowers pummels the enemy with a series of blinding blows. Interesting, from all directions. So we have to tap left, hold left, tap left. Gosh, that looks a little bit complicated, doesn't it? What's this one here? Staff deflection. It enhances focused spin to increase the odds of deflecting and nullifying targeted ranged attacks. Oh yes, that's a bit of a sort of enhancement for our existing ability. Martial Flowers, we've got a couple of innates already. We've got a defense here, permanently increase our statistics by boosting defense and toughness, and we've also got another one here by boosting dominance. I think we'll try this new combo. So it's tap, hold, tap, all on the left mouse button. So we'll give that one a go, even though it seems to be a bit hard. Of course, it's always a little bit harder on the mouse than it would be on a controller if you're playing from a couch at home on the PS3. I'm very jealous of you. Okay, let's try this. Tap, hold, tap. Oh, folks, that was awesome. Seriously, so if we go this one, then tap, hold, tap, that is beautiful. Seriously, the animations in this game, on the staff anyway, are just, they're perfect. I love the way that they also all kind of flow in together. They're just really well done. They don't look disjointed at all. Absolutely fantastic. Now, is this an area that we haven't been to before? This looks wholly unfamiliar to me, the backside of this bridge here.
Attention, citizens of Earth. Do not attempt to resist, or you will be destroyed. This planet, and all it contains, already belongs to Braniac. Your resistance only prolongs the inevitable.
Well, I'm not so sure about that, to be honest. We're trying our best to get it back. There we go. Transport captured civilians to the Star Labs drop-off point, and of course you know how it works, folks. Here we go. Here we go, sneezing, excuse me. Pick them up, and of course you automatically get an arrow above your head, and you just basically follow that arrow. It's always pointing towards the drop-off point. And by the way, I love all of the architecture and the vehicles around this Brainiac incursion zone. You can see there, that is a sort of helicopter, a dual cockpit helicopter. It looks really chunky and cool. And we've got all these cool little nooks and crannies in this area. But the biggest thing, of course, is look at this. This is actually the bridge has collapsed or been destroyed, and you can see the old highway sort of hanging up there. Do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Midgard in Final Fantasy VII. That's exactly what it reminds me of. And a collectible, an actual collection there, and it's a Metropolis street sign. We'll definitely take that. Thank you very much. So yeah, very good job on the artwork around here, isn't it, with all of its rubble and stuff. Let's see if we can take out some of these guys as well. We have to destroy the Brainiac accumulators, so that is these. So we're going to try our new combo here. Alright, I do like that. It's just so smooth looking, isn't it? It's absolutely incredible. The animations on there, just love them. Alright, let's pick up one of these citizens. We've got 2 out of 5 of them done. And of course, not forgetting, if you do have a higher level character and you have super speed, you can actually use it while you're transporting things, while you're carrying things. So it's quite handy.
Invading enemy. Critical damage.
There we go. Nice use of combos, if I may say so myself, on our behalf. Oh, and we got trapped in one of those force fields ourselves.
Alpha protocol.
Alright, time to use the old claws.
Performance.
And how is that? You can see that that was so effective there. pretty much took out all 3 of them. You like that? Oops, there's an accumulator. Let's just drop this off if we can. No, we can't. Time for some big guns. Literally. Oh, and we got interrupted here. Having said that, it's not frustrating, it's actually fun. These guys are nowhere near as annoying as the things we've been doing on Divinity recently. Although I think we've bitten off more than we can chew here. Can we get away? It's going to be close. No, we can't. Well, it wouldn't be one of our Let's Play episodes if we didn't die, would it, folks? Oh dear me. Alright, so they definitely ganged up on us, and that was a bit of my fault really, because of course we picked up that ball, dropped it, and then I stupidly tried to go back and get it, and of course that pretty much dropped me in the middle of the incursion zone there, and I aggroed everything from hell to high water. My own fault. Of course, easy to find where we were because of the landmark bridge there. But seriously, folks, if you are a DC Universe fan, look at this. I mean, you know, never in any other game have you really felt like a superhero. Yes, I'm not dismissing games like Champions Online and City of Heroes, City of Villains, all good games in their own right. But, you know, for my money, in terms of feeling like an actual superhero with really identifiable characters, obviously licensed by DC, you can't beat DC Universe Online. If you are a comic book fan or a superhero fan, I highly suggest you come along and give it a good, thorough checking out, because of course it's also very casual friendly, because it's sort of action combat, like a console combat sort of action game, like God of War or Prototype or anything like that. If you're a fan of those sort of games, then you'll definitely like the way that DC Universe is set up. Alright, what do we need? 2 more of the civilians that we need to find. Let's take this guy out. It's if I can unlock myself. I got trapped. And there we go. We're going to do a sweeping slice and then martial flowers. That really did finish him off. Super fun. This is really super fun. The new light powers, folks, are just incredible. And of course, we're now only 1 point away. That's right, 1 point away from our super duper aerial strafing ability. And honestly, I can't wait to see that. We're probably going to have to wait till the next episode looking at our XP. We're not going to make it in this episode, but boy, I can't wait. Seriously, it does feel like the old DCU has come back with this DLC content update. It's just fantastic. Alright, now, is that complete? It is, and part of it now is, there we go, destroy Brainiac accumulators. And you can see we only have 3 to go until we finish that quest. So without further ado, let's rip right into it, get onto these accumulators. Oh, and just as I went to do my combo there. And lovely martial flowers there. Oh, look at it. It's just so smooth. Seriously. Oh, and that was interesting. We fired the ram. He actually jumped up over the top of the ram, and then he froze us up. That was some pretty clever fighting on behalf of the NPC, gotta say.
Damage sustained.
And let's finish this off with the claws. Big mighty claws, and there we go. Press J to access your journal. We are done for that part of the quest. Let's see what's up next.
Hang on. Crucial information. Switching signals just a...
Uh-oh. Sounds like your communications are being blocked or interfered with.
Ooh, we've made him mad. He's targeting all of my comm frequencies. Luckily, I know a few tricks. So get to Braniac's ground zero. With all those troops and ships, he'll start bottling any moment unless you stop him.
Alright, you can see here, destroy Brainiac's communication arrays and eliminate the Braniac forces. This is their communication arrays. Of course, you may remember them from the old days. Both Divinity and Blaze Purple, and in fact, Seraphis, I think, had these quests from memory. So we definitely remember that we have to actually use the array first, only then can you actually destroy it. So I know in a couple of our other episodes we've been trying to actually beat it up, and of course you can't do that, you actually have to use it first. And quite literally the big guns, and now it's the big claws, of course. Some nice combos coming out there. Seriously, it is so much fun, folks, really. A ram, oh, look at that, knocked him right back. And these guys are respawning super fast, by the way. That's really ridiculously fast. Bit of slow motion there. Okay, it was lag, but we'll say it's slow motion. Oh, we've got lots of slow motion now. No, we haven't. All right, go Vista. Okay, I think we could basically stand here all day and just let these guys spawn in and complete our quest, which seems a bit silly to me. But hey, any way we can get it, that's fine with me. 11 out of 15 we're up to.
Alpha protocol engaged.
And some nice Marshall flowers there. Let's use the old claws, see if we can finish these guys off, because we only need one more, and that is us. Good stuff. Let's get out of here as Vista has a fit, and now it doesn't. And now it does. It just can't make up its mind. Oh dear, oh dear. Alright, now what we do need though, of course, is we need to take down these communication arrays. We need 5 of them, so let's use it first. Don't forget to use it or you'll be standing here beating them up and nothing will happen.
Subduing target. Alpha protocol.
Just such fantastic moves, aren't they?
Damage sustained.
You know, every single one of the characters we've had, whether it be our bow characters, our hand blasters, or now, of course, this staff-wielding one, or our dual pistols as well, there's always something to find that is interesting and fun in terms of the combos and the combat, isn't there? And look at this, we've got 1 frame per second. Now we haven't, now we have. Lord only knows what it's doing. Maybe if we, oh, and that's interesting, if we turn and face the other direction, the lag disappears. Alright, that actually tells me that's, again, something to do with the optimization of the game and not necessarily Vista. Well, I'm sure that the game optimization issues are exacerbating the situation with Vista, let's put it that way.
Alpha protocol engaged. Target locked.
Come on, come on. Why won't that die?
Target.
Ah, there we go. Oh, no, it's not. Alright, I must admit that was the most bizarre thing ever. Not sure why we couldn't target that.
Status critical.
Alright, let's see if we can do it this time. Use it and then beat up on it. There we go, that's better. Okay, so I think what I'll do is I will use in the future my focused spin there, because that does a nice little AoE effect, I think, enough to take down the communicator. And I think we're going to get majorly interrupted here. We'll give it a go. Oh no, we didn't that time.
Alpha protocol.
And for some reason it won't target again. Oh, because it actually didn't get used, perhaps?
Target.
Oh, way too many mobs are spawning in. Let's just get out of here.
Alpha protocol.
And maybe we'll head somewhere where there's not quite so many mobs, like maybe here.
Target locked. Target coordinates transferred.
There we go. Now, I'm not going to stick around and fight there because that would spell my inevitable doom. Instead, we've just got one more communication array to go, and that's it for this episode. We've done well. And another actual collectible. Always love these. Another Street Signs one, Coates Boulevard. Yes, thank you very much. 2 out of 6. We'll take that. All right, let's see if we can get this final communication array. And then we're done. All right, let's just take out this guy just because he's a bit close for our liking.
Status critical.
All right, now we should be out of range of those guys. And there we go. Press J to access our journal.
Impaired.
Aren't those incredibly smooth moves that we're pulling off there with our new combo? Honestly, can't talk enough about them. They just feel fantastic. All right, let's access our journal, see what we've got to say here.
Nice aim. Those were the comm rays messing with my signal. All systems go, and Brainiac doesn't even know what hit him. Head back to the safe house for a hero's welcome.
Why, thank you, Oracle. We'll do exactly that because it's pretty nearby, and that'll be a good place to wrap up this episode. Look at the sun there pouring through the gaps in the building, and Brainiac's invasion ships in the incursion zone. That's where we are now. Just super duper effects there. We've got a solar flare going on, got the rubble down the bottom there, all the great architecture. Honestly, again, if you like comic books, especially if you like the DC universe, and of course if you want to fight alongside Superman, Wonder Woman, Batgirl, Batman, Robin, and all the other cronies and superheroes, the Joker, Harley Quinn, you name it, then for goodness sake, get thine rear across here to DCUO. We're seeing a whole explosion, by the way, of new players thanks to the Fight for the Light DLC, which was recently released. Seeing a lot of players coming back and having a jolly good time. Myself, of course, included, as we zone into the little Bohemia police station, hopefully to hand in our quest, get ourselves a bunch of XP, and then wrap it up until the next episode. Right, so who do we have to see in here? Officer Vega. Oh, that's right. I think he's the guy that we actually got our very first quest from right back at the beginning of Jordan's Let's Play series.
Nice job. That should buy us some time to form a counterattack against Brainiac.
There we go, 481 XP, which of course at our level actually means quite a lot. Alright, let's put this necklace on because we don't have one while we're here, and before we forget, we'll do the usual housekeeping duties, which of course means going and repairing up and selling off our vendor trash.
Our goal is to keep our allies equipped with the most advanced technologies.
There we go, all repaired and now all sold up. So there we are. Hopefully we're not too far away. What are we? Just under halfway to level 8. And once again, folks, you know what level 8 means. We go into powers, go into assault. It is, where is it? This one here. Strafing run, which is only, by the way, a 50% supercharge cost. Generates a light construct jet to bomb enemies surrounding your target, setting them on fire and causing them to flee in panic. Now, I don't know about you, but that makes me excited. I honestly can't wait to see what that looks like. Hopefully, that'll be in the next episode. And of course, I certainly hope you'll join us then. I hope you enjoyed this one. On behalf of myself, Sambo, Jordan, our level 7 superhero, it's us saying take care, have a great day wherever you may be. We'll see you then, and bye-bye.